North Andover held its annual town meeting, and we have the results. From updating downtown zoning to regularly broadcasting another public board, plus, are we ready for 16-year-old voters? We'll let you know in your 2015 town meeting recap right here on the North Andover Journal. Hello, North Andover. I'm Ron Carpenito. Morgan Healy is off on assignment this week. The open town meeting is a New England small town tradition dating back to the original settlers. While we may have a town manager and board of selectmen, every year the budget, bylaws, and legislation is ultimately decided by the will of the citizens. On May 19th, the town met once again. Approximately 200 voters showed up to represent the nearly 30,000 residents in town, just over 0.5%, and unfortunately below expectations. With only a couple of exceptions, all articles were passed unanimously. The meeting was broadcast live on our sister channel GovCam, as well as over the internet, and the floor was open to questions submitted online. Only one rhetorical comment came in via email. Most of the agenda was devoted to routine annual reports, department budgets, and minor adjustments to town law. One set of articles, however, could reshape the town as we know it. Attendees unanimously approved the establishment of a historic mill area within the downtown overlay district. The changes removed a simple set of waivers that have been in place since 2008 and replaced them with several new sections of design and usage guidelines, some of which get very specific. The overall goal of the new district is to connect the old East and West Mills on High Street with downtown's Main and Water Streets in a way that's not only vibrant, but also completely walkable, similar to the pedestrian-centric urban redesign taking place in Boston and New York. The neighborhood is expected to attract new shops, restaurants, and condos, potentially even a hotel. The Finance Committee is the last of the town's public boards to join the Selectmen, Planning Board, Conservation Commission, Zoning Board, and Board of Health in regularly televising its open meetings. Although sensitive topics are still likely to be discussed behind closed doors of an executive session, town moderator and FinCom appointer Mark DeSalvo has been touting the move as a major achievement for transparency and accountability. You can now catch all of the town's boards as well as repeats of this year's town meeting on GovCam or watch the stream at northandovercam.org. North Andover will be asking the state legislature for an additional full liquor license to grant to the Cork Stop on Osgood Street. Now offering fine wines and craft beers as well as delivery, owners Sophia Stamos and Valerie Gadaris Papanatanakis wish to expand their selections to include aged bourbons and other top-shelf items. There was little public comment other than a question if town safety officials were consulted. Currently, there are 7 other full liquor licenses granted to package stores in town. Whether or not the Cork Stop will get an 8th will now be decided in Boston. The most contentious article of the night was easily a citizen's petition to lower the voting age from 18 to 16 for local elections and future town meetings. After 40 minutes of spirited debate on both sides of the issue, it was ultimately rejected by 130 nays to 70 ayes, practically the only mixed vote of the meeting. Advocates compared themselves with suffrage movements of the past, while opponents questioned teens' maturity and political independence. Board of Health member Dr. Francis McMillan, speaking as a private citizen concerned with the low meeting attendance, successfully amended the article so that, had it passed, it would have had to come before voters again as a ballot initiative in November before moving on to the State House. Although shot down this year, the issue is likely to come up again at future meetings. The youth suffrage movement has been gaining momentum globally in recent years, particularly in Massachusetts, where several politicians have come out in favor, including our own state rep, Deanna DiZoglio, and our newest selectman, Phil DeCollegiero. We would be remiss to note that just before town meeting, North Andover also held its annual sheep shearing festival on the Common. Camp crew and volunteers joined many other nonprofits from around town with a green screen demonstration. Artisan wool was flying from 10 in the morning on, and there were exhibitions including goat herding, dogs, a local karate school, and new this year, a traditional blacksmith.
I might want to be a blacksmith.
Did you see that? No, so I want want you to understand. So as a trainer, I need to look at which dogs have real power and which dogs don't.
A piece of history landed in North Andover this week as well. One of the few remaining airworthy B-17 bombers of World War II is currently parked at Lawrence Municipal Airport. Tickets were made available for flights in the vintage craft, taking place between May 22nd and 24th. Friday's flights were sold out, but as of this recording, there is still space available on flights Saturday and Sunday.
This is Penny Bowman. I'm president of the EAA Chapter 106. We're a local public charity based at the Lawrence Municipal Airport. We fly kids for free, we do a number of programs and interesting events, and we host museum aircraft. We bring the museum to the public. So this weekend, Memorial Day weekend, May 22nd through 25th, we're hosting the EAA AirVenture Museum's World War II B-17 Flying Fortress Bomber. And it's on a national tour, and it's available here for flights in the morning at 10, 11, 12, and 1. And in the afternoon from 2 to 5, they're doing ground tours where you can crawl through the plane and stand in the footsteps of the greatest generation.
Number built, 12,732. Lost 4,700 of them in the war.
The drums coming everywhere. So prepare.
18-year-old kids, first time away from home, and truly their family is now these other 9 guys on the airplane. So they went through hell, and the elements were every bit as deadly as the enemy.
It's over there, over there, over there. With the word, over there. That the Yankees coming, the Yankees coming, the drums coming everywhere. So prepare, say a prayer. Send the word to beware. We'll be over, we're coming over, and we won't come back till it's over there. Johnny, get your gun, get your gun, get your gun.
Turning to the CAM event calendar, Saturday, May 30th, the Mother Connection, Lil Iguana, and the YMCA are hosting a family summer safety and bike rodeo at the Shed Children's Campus, 66 Phillips Street. Friends of North Andover Trails will be on Carter Hill Sunday, May 31st, for a special exploration of the native birds of the area, in particular the great blue heron, bobolink, woodpeckers, and warblers. June 7th, the Historical Society invites you to attend their World of Mad Men themed party. Guests are asked to come in their fun 50s or swinging 60s bests. And on Tuesday, June 16th, the Stevens Memorial Library is holding a book discussion of Hector Tobar's Deep Down Dark, the untold story of 33 men buried in a Chilean mine and the miracle that set them free. That's all for this edition of the Journal. We'll be back in just a few weeks with updates on this year's high school graduation, the school department's new administration building, and more. For all of us here at the Journal, I'm Ron Carpenito. Thank you.